Welcome to the Papyrus Global Television National News Update. I am Christiana Babayo and here are today's headlines. Nigeria Easter attack sparked security crisis, debate over killings and government response. Influencer cancer scandal sparks outrage over fraud donations and public trust. Blessing CEO cancer scandal sparks investigation. Resident doctor strike sparks health concerns. Political tension over INEC-ADC leadership crisis. Nigerian stock market movers access Wema Bank lead volume. Nigeria named Africa top food waster amid hunger. Army rescue claim disputed in Kaduna attack. Terrorism convictions stir justice system debate in Nigeria. Abuja Kidnapping tragedy claims businessman and daughter. Federal government begins mass trial of terrorism suspects in Abuja. And on the news, Nigeria is facing renewed national outrage following coordinated attacks across northern regions during Easter celebrations, leaving at least 26 people dead and many others injured between April 4th and April 6, 2026. The deadliest attack occurred in Balum, Goa West, Benue State, where armed men killed at least 17 civilians, including women and children. Key figures involved include Governor Hyacinth Alia of Benue State, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, who directed intensified security operations. In Kaduna, victims included Reverend Samuel Chukwu and congregants attacked in Kachia local government area. Popular influencer Blessing Okoro, known as Blessing CEO, allegedly fabricated a breast cancer diagnosis to solicit public donations, reportedly collecting around 13 million. Actress Georgina Onuoha, journalist Kemi Olunloyo, and public health advocate Dr. Chike Obi called for a thorough investigation. Legal analysts, including lawyer Babatunde Fashola, warned the case could constitute fraud under Nigerian law. The Nigeria Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, led by Dr. Yemisi Oluwokere, commenced an indefinite nationwide strike on 7 April 2026 over halted implementation of the revised professional allowance table. Hospitals in all 36 states and the FCT were affected. Federal Minister of Health Dr. Osage Ehanire and the Chief Medical Director of Lagos University Teaching Hospital Professor Akin Abayomi are involved in ongoing negotiations. The African Democratic Congress ADC leadership disputes intensified between Senator David Mark and Chief Ralph Okenwosu after INEC refused to recognize correspondence from Wosu's faction. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu faces criticism for the handling of the dispute, while ADC supporters threaten protest if the leadership recognition is not restored. Civil society advocates, including Aisha Yusufu, called for impartiality. Trading surged on the Nigerian Stock Exchange with Access Holdings led by Herbert Mwigwe and Wema Bank under Moruf Oseni recording the highest volumes. Analysts such as Bismarck Rewen and Taiwo Owoniyi attributed activity to investor confidence in corporate announcements and strategic initiatives. A joint EU-UNIDO report identified Nigeria as Africa's leading food wasting country, losing up to 40% of staple crops. Minister of Agriculture Abubakar Atiku and UNIDO Regional Director Ms. Maria Fernandez called for improved storage, logistics, and farmer education. Conflicting reports emerged from Kachia, Kaduna State after Easter attacks. The Nigerian Army, represented by Brigadier General Ayodele Adewale, claimed to have rescued victims, while community leaders, including Chief Emmanuel Bello and Imam Usman Haruna, said 36 people remain in captivity. We will now take a short break and the news will continue when we come back.
Paglogma 2026. The Papyrus Global launches new series starting Tuesday, 3rd March 2026. The conversation starts now across Africa. Our languages may differ, our borders may separate us, but our struggles bear semblance. Communities seeking opportunities, youth demanding inclusion, citizens calling for transparency. These are realities that unite us. Africa is united by a common challenge and a common responsibility, building resilient, inclusive, and sustainable communities. To set this conversation in motion, the Papyrus Global is launching the pre-conference live series, Governance That Touches Lives. Let's start where it matters the most.
Welcome back, and now the news will continue. The Federal High Court in Abuja sentenced 5 individuals, Abubakar Musa, Ibrahim Sani, Muhammad Adamu, Usman Bello, and Aliu Abdullahi, up to 20 years for terrorism-related offences. Attorney General Lateef Fagbemi confirmed over 500 pending terrorism cases are scheduled for expedited trials. Human rights lawyers, including Femi Falana, cautioned that the rights of the accused must be protected. Abuja businessman Samuel Okonkwo and his 16-year-old daughter Amara were killed despite allegedly paying a 12 million naira ransom. Police spokesperson ACP John Ayuba confirmed the killings and linked them to organized kidnapping networks. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu called for intensified anti-kidnapping operations. The Federal High Court in Abuja, presided over by Justice Emeka Nwite, commenced hearings for over 500 terrorism suspects. Attorney General Lateef Fagbemi emphasized the need for efficient justice, coordinated with security agencies led by IG Police Usman Alkali. Suspects include members linked to Boko Haram and ISWAP networks, including Abubakar Musa and Sani. We have come to the end of the news broadcast. Before we go, here is a recap of our main stories. Nigeria Easter attacks sparks security crisis debate over killings and government response. Influencer cancer scandal sparks outrage over fraud donations and public trust. Resident doctor strike sparks health concerns. Political tension over INEC-ADC leadership crisis. For continuing coverage, expert analysis, and live updates, stay connected with the Papyrus Global Television. Visit papyrusdaily.com for breaking news. I am your host, Christiana Babayo. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of the entire newsroom and production team, have a safe and informative evening.